Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where you can usually find me making over some part of my 400 square foot apartment. Today we're doing yet another home tech video. Now I have been doing these a lot, and that's because I've recently been interested in home tech. I'm not someone who knows a lot about it, but I am starting to want to learn a lot about it. I do have a whole playlist that's dedicated to just watching Indiegogo and Kickstarter commercials. I just find them really interesting to see like what's like new on the market or what could be new on the market in terms of home tech and how things could help you around the house. And then just recently I was gifted a HomePod mini and I love it. I love it. I love everything about it, and I love the possibility that it brings with like scenes, sunset, sunrises, all those types of things. So I'm really excited about it. So the YouTube algorithm, of course, has picked that up for me and has been pummeling me with home tech videos to watch, but not just like now home tech videos or maybe future home tech videos. These are vintage home tech videos, and I love them. So some of these vintage home tech commercials are so good. I just want to watch them with you because they're fun to watch. They're like interesting and that like give like a different perspective on, you know, before we had smartphones, things were thought of in a different way. And some of them are just ridiculous. So we're gonna be watching two of them today. The first one I'm gonna be watching is a concept home, and it was done in a series, I think called, yeah, The Old House, and it was done in 1989. So really late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, I'm curious to see like what's convenience to them, you know?
Television there, huh?
Well, this is a concept of a TV of the future. This combines two different technology. Flat screen technology in terms of allowing us to make the unit very compact in its size, and also high definition TV in the sense of getting very well-defined pictures. The idea is that this would be a flush unit that would fit against the wall and was very maneuverable, but you can always position it away very discreetly when it's finished with. And it's linked directly into the raceway.
I will say that that's actually a pretty accurate representation of how our televisions have evolved. So they were pretty spot on with that, especially with like the floating arm and how flat it was. Yeah, I don't know what the raceway is, but I'm sure that's just like cords or like cables. I don't know. I don't know what the raceway was, but...
Now, Mark, with all these systems, how do we control them? Do we have a lot of these little infrared controllers?
I love Gray Suit. Boy, do you have a lot to learn. Just wait till I show you. Like, you can just feel his gumption. I also like his Microsoft attire. Like, when I think of a Microsoft employee, I don't know why, but I picture him.
Well, we think systems are going to become very much more important in terms of the way you control the whole environment within the home. Let me introduce you to Dennis Arsenault, who can talk to you a little bit more about the systems within the house.
Hi, Dennis.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Dennis, can you demonstrate some of the systems within the house?
Sure. Voice command.
Good morning.
Now, who is she?
Oh, did you see how Gray Suit got so excited? That made me happy. He was like really excited to like, did you hear her? Did you hear her talk to us? She said good morning.
That's the voice of our computer. She's tied in through the house, and she recognizes only the voices of the homeowners.
So only your voice?
We have that now.
That's correct.
Well, what else does she do?
Let me show you. Evening party.
The evening party lighting
that was so
mode
long.
is now.
We wait a long time to hear, I mean, we don't wait a long time, but sometimes Siri or Alexa will take a hot second, but ooh, when like three people are waiting in silence for the announcement, it's very uncomfortable.
Dim the lights. She's got music coming through these loudspeakers.
But the technology
Amazing. What else?
there.
Privacy mode.
Now closed.
That's amazing. She's closed these blinds here. Well, what else does she do?
Security report.
He's a little smug too, yeah. Security report.
Security report.
The security system is now disarmed.
That's amazing.
It's gonna
I hope
take
she
a
doesn't
while.
call the police on us, too.
Call the police.
The police have been called.
You won't, but I will.
That's an amazing machine.
He's not
but,
scared.
You know, you can see real practical applications for somebody who's handicapped.
Absolutely.
Well, does she cook as well?
Not yet.
So there's that. Honestly, I think that the predictions were pretty accurate here. The flat screen, the privacy thing, security settings are also something we can do now. There's a lot of things here that we see now. I think it was a really good prediction, albeit just a tiny bit awkward. Okay, so the next video we're gonna watch is Microsoft's smart home. They have been in the game for a very long time, so I'm interested to hear what their predictions were like. So this is an excerpt from the Art of Living TV series, which I'd be very interested in watching now. And I don't know when it was released. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. All right, let's see. Let's see what Microsoft has to say.
The internet and computer technology changed not only how we communicate, but our everyday lifestyle as well. Today in What's New, we'll take a glance at how cutting-edge technology is being used in the home to change and to improve our lives.
Yes.
Leading this evolution towards an era of smart homes is Microsoft Corporation, among the world's leaders in dynamic applications of high technology. Let's take a look at the home of the future as designed by innovative engineers and scientists of Microsoft.
Welcome to the Microsoft home. As Robin arrives home from work, there's no more fumbling with keys because her motion starts the entry process. All Robin does is look into an eye scanner. She could also use a voice or fingerprint to be let in. Robin is recognized by the scanner. The front door unlocks.
So we actually do have something that's fairly similar to this. We do have smart locks now that you can use your fingerprint. I don't know that there's an eye scanner. I'm sure that there is an eye scanner, but I don't think it's on the market for like an average person. Her whole like little setup reminds me of, what are they called? The Amazon, like, it's not a drop box, but it's like where you pick things up, like their little Amazon boxes. It looks very similar to that. And the screen's actually pretty big for the outside, but she has huge doors, so I'm assuming she's very rich. But we do have some of these today, so that's cool. It looks like it was done in the mid-90s to me, but I could be a little bit off there.
And opens. As Robin enters, she just touches Welcome Home on the nearest wall panel, so the house is set just the way she likes it.
There is one.
So we do have this now, but it's so much easier because we have our lovely little smartphones that can orchestrate household things now. And this is why I'm excited about the HomePod, is you have everything accessible via your phone. But it is cool to have it on a little pad there. That's nice.
A new voice message from Chris at 5:23 p.m.
While Robin is listening to the house report, the lights come on to preset levels. Music comes on. The shades are raised. Messages are played. Everything in the home is connected together and does whatever Robin and her family told the house they want to happen.
That's a beautiful house.
Hi, hon. I'm on my way now to pick up Alex. I'll be home soon. And sorry, I know it's my night, but can you start dinner? Okay, see you. Bye.
Before Robin starts to prepare dinner, she wants to see if everyone in the family will be home in time. She can check the entire family schedule, but just to be sure, she sends her daughter Jessie a message.
So I don't know what this part is with the message thing. I guess it's people don't have individual phones. We've really circumvented a lot of this stuff with our phones, but you can put in your calendar, you know, all the information, and then you can share your Google Calendar with whomever. So
for Jessie, who's on her way home, it's just a simple matter of reading the message.
She has a whole
then touching
calculator.
Yes on her Pocket PC.
Pocket PC. Did anyone have a Pocket PC? Was this something that people actually did? Because I don't remember having it. I don't remember. I was born in 1992, so I don't know if this was something that people actually had. It's like I remember CDs and things, but I don't remember a Pocket PC. Maybe that was like a rich person thing.
Back at home, Robin started dinner, but finds she's missing garlic, a key ingredient. So she brings up a map, which shows just where her husband Chris's car is at the moment. She wants him to stop.
Chris, you better not be doing anything shady. I guess we do have location services now on our phones. I've seen my sister use it. I personally would hate that. I think that is just not fun. So, you know, she's got Chris on lock. Like, she's watching him move around. I guess he has something physical in his car that's mounted because they clearly don't have phones yet. Okay.
And pick up the garlic. Using the home's name, she places a call using the home's network communications.
Astro, call Chris in the car.
That's Alexa-y, or Siri, or whoever.
Yeah, hi, I thought you'd be calling. You're not upset about dinner, are you?
No, that's okay. You can just cook a couple of extra nights for this one. Hey, it looks like you're right by Tom's Gourmet. It's 2 blocks up on your left-hand side. Will you do me a favor and pick up some of that garlic that I like in the jar? I'm making spaghetti tonight.
Okay.
Besides her tracking Chris, it's interesting because, again, with our phones, we would have a GPS on our phone. You could just say, go here, and you can get it. But I guess because he doesn't have a map in his phone, and he doesn't have like Google Maps telling him where to go, she tells him where to go, and it makes it really easy. So I could see why that would be really helpful. Also, we at this point have like smart refrigerators where it will have like a camera inside the refrigerator, so you can actually take inventory. And Sun Systems, I think Alexa actually does this. It'll take note of what you don't have and just add it to a list for you. So this is like kind of what we do now. We just have personal computers.
Right, well, I'm picking up Alex too, so I'll be home in a few minutes.
While cooking dinner, Robin sees they're out of a few other things. She scans them.
Robin should maybe pull out all the ingredients or look for everything in the beginning. I would be so annoyed by this. If I was Chris, I'd be very annoyed by her.
Them into an electronic shopping list, which will be sent via the internet to an online grocer who will schedule the delivery. Or she can just toss
Amazon Fresh. Cool.
The empty items out. A connected wastebasket will add them to the shopping list.
I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, the trash can thing, but I don't know. You throw a lot of things away that you may not want a second one of, so I don't know. Unless you can like pick and choose what you want a second round of.
There are many ways the house makes life easier. Dad might want to change the lights and turn on the news in the family room. He can control any room from anywhere in the house. Jessie, meanwhile, starts to practice the piano. It's connected to the house too, and can tell if her favorite show is coming on in a few minutes. It seems the TV wins out again.
That's kind of interesting. The piano is connected to like the smart home. I don't know. I don't have children myself, so I'm not sure if there are smart enabled learning tools for kids now, but it's possible.
Her brother Alex has started his science homework. His microscope view is displayed on the monitor, where he can get a much better look at what he's studying. In the kitchen...
That's cool, but it's like definitely a different thing than a smart house. That's just a telescope and a monitor that's hooked up to it. That's like different, but it's fine. That's cool. It's a cool feature.
Robin just about has dinner ready.
Astro, add butter to the shopping list.
Jeez.
The cooking period is done.
The cooking period is done. Come dine. That's cool though, because it looks like it was like put on top of the program that they were watching. So it was kind of like forced everyone in the house to know that dinner was ready, which is cool. Now we do have smart devices that I know the HomePod Mini at least has an intercom feature, which I live in a tiny apartment. I will never be using that, but it is a cool feature to tell everyone when there is something that's happening in the central family unit, you know, like come meet us in the living room for movie night or, you know, dinner's ready. So
a
that's
smart
cool.
appliance on the network can send a notification to anyone, anywhere in the house. Alex sets the scene in the dining room by selecting family dinner from a wall panel. Besides setting lights and background music, this turns off the phone, unless Grandma calls, that is. The home can...
Oh, that's cool. So I don't know. I haven't played around enough with home tech to know if you can make exemptions. Like if I click Do Not Disturb on my phone, it's like for everyone. So it would be kind of cool to make an exception for Grandma. You know, someone... There's a bird that's going crazy. That's kind of cool. I don't know that we have that. We could. I just might not know how to do it.
Protect the family's peace and quiet or control interruptions. Tonight, a salesman comes to the door. He can only leave a message because the family dinner setting means do not disturb. After dinner, Dad decides to watch the news in the entertainment room. The kids, however, want to watch something else.
Dad, we want to watch our movie.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll set you up in the family room.
Yay!
Dad pauses the news and brings up the family room. From the on-screen video guide, he and the kids can choose what they want to watch from any different source already in or coming into the house. DVD, the web, cable, whatever.
The web.
They don't have to figure out which device it's on or how to control it. It's all in the same list.
That's interesting.
Robin, meanwhile.
So this is all about like before Netflix and Hulu and all of that. So I guess it was kind of harder to get your kids to set up things, like to set up a show. I do know that like Apple TV can connect to Siri and all of that. So you can turn her on via your phone. You can't really pick channels via your phone. So that's kind of cool to set things up for your kids. I don't know. Maybe we do have this technology. I just haven't had the need to use it, so I don't know if it exists.
Where she has the same control over every aspect of the house from the PC, including heating, ventilation,
This would
and
not be
air
good for
conditioning.
controlling people.
As the evening winds down,
Can you imagine
Mom's
being petty?
reading a wireless ebook. Dad's checking the weather on the web phone, which also can talk to the house.
He's just, I mean, he is on his phone in bed. It's just, it looks a little different.
He arms the security system and turns out
We
all
do the
the
same
lights
thing.
with
We
a
can't even
simple
be mad
touch.
at them.
Astro, good night.
So you've seen how Robin, Chris, and the kids have
Astro.
the convenience
Love
of
that.
electronic
If I could
lists,
rename Zero
instant
Astro, I would.
communication between family members, control over
Texting.
household settings and interruptions, as well as easy access to all kinds of information and entertainment.
Internet.
It's all powered by great software in this connected, convenient, and fun home.
Honestly, I think these guys were not far off. I love the aesthetic of vintage future, if that makes any sense. I just also think it's really interesting to see how they wanted to use computers to help them with the needs around the house, but how things that they didn't anticipate, like personal cellular devices and internet, and how big it would have gotten, and Google Maps and all that, and how that has changed how we view home tech. But this might just be me being nerdy. If you do like videos like these, I would love to make more of them. I don't know if there's enough of home tech videos to actually do a full playlist on them, but I really love these. If you'd like to see more of them, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.